This is Jackie, and I'm here with the lovely Lauren Eylise. We're in the middle of a little rain delay, day one at Bunbury. We're cool and dry, so whatever. Who cares? How was your set today?
It was incredible. The energy was at an all-time high. So inspired, so moved that people were there to exchange their energy with me. It was incredible.
I think a lot of fans as well as bands kind of struggle with the how do we translate something that's recorded to something live and maybe make it different. Do you try to keep it the same or do you try to change it up?
I focus on the energy, honestly. I don't even know if I go into it with that sort of mindset. Like, how do I like kind of translate this from studio to stage? I literally get up there and just sing the song the way that I first wrote it, from that space energetically. And whatever they get from that is what they get. And I think that's the truest, most authentic way for me to approach my music. So.
You're originally from Ohio as well. What are some of your favorite music venues to play and your favorite music venues to attend?
I love playing Motor Pub. The energy in Motor is incredible. It's just like faces all at the stage. It's high energy, and the stage is actually very small. So I don't know, it's an intimacy that I just love. I love that. Memorial Hall is a great venue as well for my smaller sets, acoustic. But I love catching a good show at Woodward Theater, which is pretty incredible. Or Rebel is a winery, and they have music upstairs. It's not technically a music venue, but the energy is always incredible. So those are some of my favorites.
Do you prefer the more intimate indoor club gigs or the outdoor, possibly rainy or sweaty festivals?
You know, intimate all the way for me. If you can get me outdoors and it's an intimate sort of setting like my stage, it was very surprisingly, it was a lot of people, way more people than I anticipated. But there was still an intimacy there that I love. So, but as long as I'm singing, honestly, I can't really be too picky.
I like that too. How do you go about choosing your set for Bunbury?
That's a good question. I keep using this word energy, but it honestly was all energy based. I had my guitarist, Jordan Antoine Wilson, join me. And when we sat down to chat about it, I was just like, I just want good vibes. It's a festival. People are coming to feel good. And we literally just went through originals and covers that I felt deeply, and that he felt too. So
that helps,
right? All energy based.
So, what inspires your songwriting for this EP?
This EP. It was intense. This EP was inspired by a great deal of life lived very quickly for me. So when I graduated from college, I went straight to New York to work in entertainment marketing and pursue music. And 2 years later, I got pregnant and had to come home. And from there, everything was just back to back really fast, and I didn't have time to really reflect or heal. Healing is the theme of this project. So for me, this project was my first step into healing myself and reflecting on those experiences that I think warranted that sort of introspection.
So how does a song get, for lack of a better term, born for you? Is it a riff? Is it a lyric? Is it a beat?
It honestly varies. So sometimes it's a melody that I just kind of create on guitar, piano, or that I just hear in my head, and I can create lyrics from there. And sometimes it begins as a poem. I began writing as a poet. I was introduced I was 13, something like that, 12. Some of my favorite poets, and I started to write my own poetry and just translating that into song. So it really varies, and it just depends on what it is that's kind of sparking that inspiration for me. Is it the word? Is it the melody? And from there, I just kind of ride the wave.
I like that. What song should a new listener first hear to catch your overall vibe?
Ooh, that's a good question.
It's hard to pick favorites. I don't know.
It really is. I'm going to say, and I might cheat and use two, I'm going to say Part-Time Lover for one. Because I feel like Part-Time Lover is very high energy, kind of pop, but also very soul and a little bluesy, and that's really me. But Loud Afternoon, which is my current single, has a very smooth groove to it, and my songwriting in that, I believe, really shines. So I think a combination of those two would be great. You know,
you're allowed to cheat. I like that. That's fine. Break the rules. That's totally okay. I like that. So you played live here, but what role do you feel music streaming sites have in your music career and music as a consumer?
Well, the music industry generally is just changing so very fast all the time, and everyone's trying to figure out how to stay ahead of the game. So I think that music streaming sites, my music's on on Spotify, iTunes, all of those digital platforms. And I think a positive about it is it just makes music a little more accessible to everyone at a quicker pace. And I think that's really cool. But I am an old school gal. I miss CDs, I miss albums. So I will say that I think in that respect, that's the role it plays for me, just being able to reach a wider audience a lot quicker. But you'll definitely be catching some vinyl from me. So.
Nice. I like a good tangible album, however it comes. It's just, I still think there's a place for that, at least for some of us. So what's up next for you after Bunbury?
Well, I have a lot of shows. All of them can be found at laureneylise.com. A lot of shows, a lot of gigging, and I'm recording like crazy right now. I'm back in the studio. I'm not going to say I'm working on an album because there's a lot of pressure that comes with that, but I am writing and I am recording. I am collaborating with a great deal of new producers and writers and artists, and really giving birth to some new sounds that I'm very excited to share with everyone. So.
Well, no pressure. Enjoy the process.
Exactly.
And stay tuned for a lot more from Lauren Eylise. This is Jackie. Thanks to Chorus FM and In the Key of Change.